Well, I got to tell you, one of the things that car guys missed because of the China flu and it shut everything down were auto shows, car shows like this. And this is a really big one up here in Green Bay. Cars and Guitars put on by the Green Bay Auto Gallery. Over 200 cars, 200 really cool cars, and thousands of spectators who are having a really great time. And of course, the stories that go with the cars.
Paul, we couldn't be more thrilled with the turnout today. Last year with COVID, we made 2 attempts. It never happened. We didn't know what to expect this year, but by all accounts, it's by far a record crowd, a record number of cars. We had to be pushing 400 vehicles here, and more importantly, the diversity of the vehicles is really rewarding to me. And then the amazing traffic that we had in the automobile gallery itself today. So at every level, it exceeded our expectations.
1974 Plymouth Cuda. It's got a 440 HP block, Indy heads, 540 lift cam, 2 1350 Dominator carbs, and a nice little blower sitting on top.
So you did you buy this already? You restored this, or how did this work?
I bought the car itself, and Big 3 Performance helped me build the engine on it. I had never built one to this magnitude, so.
So you go to the drag strip with it?
About 3 years ago I did.
Yeah.
But not lately. Now I'm trying to make it so my son can come with me.
Oh, okay. So the
trying to make it a family car.
Oh yeah, family car with a blower on it. Yeah. So these Cudas are.
Car I bought in the late 90s. It came out of Arizona. Had it restored. I'm going to say about 8 years ago, something like that. I was a driver when I bought it. Nice car, but it needed,
Some love?
Paint. Yeah, it needed love. So I had it all restored, and this is what we
Wow,
have.
so these Chargers, especially are
black,
actually becoming rarer and rarer.
No, that's good.
I think so.
Black
I don't
is such
see
a
lot
tough
of them.
color
I mean,
to-
do you see another one anywhere near? Tell me. Well, there's no other Charger here.
So tell me about your Pontiac / Holden here.
All right, so this is the Pontiac G8 Gxp. It's a 2009. I bought it new in Florida. It's based on General Motors of Australia's Commodore. So it's a big 4-door V8 powered rear wheel drive car. In fact, this car replaced the 2001 BMW M3 convertible, and it's a fantastic car. V8 powered, 6-speed Tremec transmission, Brembo brakes, 4-door Corvette, LS3 small block Corvette engine, 50,000 original miles. It looks brand new.
So then Holden, I mean, these cars were over the top cool, and then GM shut it down.
Right, just when Pontiac was making its stride and making some really incredible, desirable cars because of the recession, they got rid of Oldsmobile, Pontiac, and Saturn. This is it. This is the last of the big V8 from Australia.
It's a 94 Rover Mini Mayfair. It's a Japanese market Mini, so it was made in England, but directly shipped to Japan. It lived its entire life in Japan till about 2 years ago. Then it was imported to Virginia, and I purchased it from the importer, and now it's living in Green Bay.
And why a Mini?
I've always liked them. I've always really liked Mini. I feel like they're an affordable, iconic car to be able to, to participate in the car market. I like the uniqueness of it, really.
Yeah.
It stands out, especially amongst so many cars that look so much the same nowadays.
Right.
This thing gets looks and high fives and everything.
And smiles.
Oh my God, the kids love it. Everybody loves this thing. It's like, I tell everyone, it's this kind of Mini is like, nobody really wants to own one, but everybody loves seeing it.
Yeah.
Well, this Nash I found about 4 years ago down in Las Vegas at an auction there. And I was told not to go to Las Vegas and buy a car, but when I saw this car, I had to have it. So
Why did you have to have this one?
I've seen so many of them around when I was in my 5 years old area, and they always interest me. I wasn't sure if I liked them or not, but when I saw it again, it just brought back so many memories. I decided to put one in the garage.
In 1950s, Nash, which later became American Motors, I mean, these were like the cars to have.
Yeah, the fact that they were built in Wisconsin, they have dual heat control in the front for the passenger and for the driver. It was a nice car. It was nice and warm and nice and heavy, so it stayed on those icy, snowy roads good too.
So the engine is a inline 6?
Sure, yeah, inline 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real simple, it's really very powerful too. It's got an interesting exhaust manifold that wraps around from the exhaust ports all the way down across the front of the engine down the back. So I don't know, it maybe gives it some more power. It was nice and easy to work on.
Yeah.
The water pump has a grease fitting on there, and when I was driving it back from Las Vegas, I didn't realize you had to grease up your water pump before you went anywhere, and unfortunately I burned out my water pump.
So you drove this back to Wisconsin from Las Vegas?
From Las Vegas. It was
wow.
It was wonderful.
I bet. Lots of looks though too.
Yeah.
When they see this car.
Sure, I wasn't going much more than 50 all the way back, and everybody else was going 80, but they were beeping and waving at me in a nice way.
So there's more than just a regular story with this car.
Yes, there is. I had, as a gift or anniversary gift, I bought him a bidder's pass for the Mecum auctions. And I felt that he needed to have these getaways once in a while because he was at home so much.
You're such a good wife.
I know, I really do, but the agreement was he could go, but he couldn't buy a car.
Oh boy.
So that was our agreement, and he just happened to have that much in the checking account, and when this one came up, he was able to purchase it and then made the decision to drive it back to Wisconsin from Las Vegas, which I warned him was not a good idea, but he did it anyway.
So he doesn't listen?
No, he doesn't listen at all.
Okay.
That is his deficit.
There were a lot of car stories out there today. I found some myself, yeah.
Absolutely, and for the gentleman who owns the launches to those who own the 2021 Corvettes and others, again, it's the stories. We talk about the cars a lot and we talk about the culture a lot, but for me, it all comes back to the story, and that's really what separates a car that's on the road from one of the vehicles you saw here today.